My name is the Mac Attack here, and welcome to a brand new video. Happy St. Patrick's Day, everyone, and I hope you have a great, happy St. Patrick's Day. My name is the Mac Attack here, and welcome to a brand new video, and today I'm going to be talking about the newest trailer for Ms Marvel. What my initial thoughts are about the show so far, and let's go on and get with my thoughts about it, because I'm going to talk about my thoughts about it, and I'm going to go ahead and defend Tyrone Magnus at this point, because someone somehow can't have any, because how dare someone hate the trailer for Ms Marvel. So, what I think about the show is, look, when it was first announced, I was genuinely excited for it. Because I will tell you right now, I like the character. I've grown to like the character a lot more when playing Marvel's Avengers, the game that everyone hates, which it has its problems, yes, but I fully like the character after playing that game, and I truly care about the character of Ms Marvel. And I did hear that they're going to focus on a little bit of culture. I forgot what type of culture they were focusing on in the movie, in the series, but it's cool that they're discovering that, going through that culture. I think it's cool, and once again, I like the choice they chose for casting Kamala Khan. I like the acting choice. It is a definitive great casting choice. I like it a lot. But here's where the problems come in. Rumors went around that there was going to be a massive change for Kamala Khan in the MCU. That she wasn't going to have the elastic abilities that she's mainly known for in the comics. Instead, she's going to have Green Lantern-like powers. I will tell you right now, I don't like that. I do not like that at all. That's just ripping off Green Lantern. And yet, here we are. We have Marvel fans going off on DC fans saying that DC is ripping off Marvel Studios. Like, it's making me think about that. Like, this is, and I hate to sound like one of those fans, but it's true. Like, the way that they are treating Kamala Khan, Ms Marvel, in this show, and the way that they make her in the show, I'm not hating on Kamala Khan because of how she acts in the show. I understand that this show is really, it's not going to be like any of the Marvel Studio shows that we have been previously getting. I don't even think this is going to be a woke show at all. And I like where they're going with this show. I really do. Just the only problem that I have with this show is the powers. The powers are so off. Like, they are not... I'm sorry, like, I watched Cosmic Wonder's video talking about the new powers, which I can understand how the new powers can work now. Being Kree technology, and this is where it could bring Captain Marvel to recruit Ms Marvel in Captain Marvel 2, aka The Marvels. I completely understand that. And also, from what's being said in the breakdown, that alternate dimension that Kamala Khan goes to when she falls down in that party, supposedly he says that it's the negative reality that will have a big connection to Fantastic Four. So, even though I like the breakdown for this show, and I like the breakdown for the new powers, and it gives me a good understanding of what the new powers are, I still don't like the new powers, and I truly agree and understand the hate that the trailer for the Ms Marvel is getting. Because Kamala Khan is not really Kamala Khan in this show. That is because of the powers. This is not the Kamala Khan that we know from the comics. Which is a big problem. Because Marvel Studios has been morally all about making the heroes comic accurate. Even though there are times that it doesn't end up being comic accurate. Like Tony Stark inventing Ultron. And not Hank Pym. Like, this is the only time that I am not really okay with the new change of a Marvel Studios show. But I'll still watch the show when it comes out. I'll still give it with a benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to try my best to get used to the new powers, despite my sincere hate for it. The show by itself looks okay. I'm not letting the new powers make me genuinely hate this show. Because a lot of the things that I've seen in this trailer so far, it looks fine. It looks great, and it looks like it has potential. But again, as the Marvel fans, Kamala Khan fans themselves speak out and say, this is not our Kamala Khan. And they are right to say that. So, my opinion on this show exactly right now is that the show looks fine. I'm still not happy with the power choice. This completely makes Kamala Khan really not Kamala Khan, but I'm sure something will be figured out as the show further progresses with its 6 episodes, I think. 6 episodes, yeah, I think 6 episodes. But I'll watch the whole show and I'll watch all episodes. Look, I didn't have that much excitement for the Hawkeye series. Like, it did look good, but I didn't really have so much hype and excitement for it. And it was an alright show. It was very, very good, and the way the show ended off was super, super hype. So I like how the show ends. So, Ms. Marvel might do the same thing for me. Now that I've stated my opinions about the controversy between Kamala Khan's powers in the show, and why I do not agree with this, but I am willing to give that power a shot thanks to Cosmic Wonder's breakdown of the trailer, I'd like to talk about a current thing that went on. Big YouTuber Tyrone Magnus did a reaction for the trailer for Ms. Marvel. And as you could see at the end of the trailer reaction, he was not amused. He was not amused. And that's funny enough, he makes the face that he makes when he gets super disappointed. It reminds me of the Jim Carrey Grinch grin. Which is not a bad thing to me. I like seeing that, and it makes me laugh every time he does that. He makes great content, and I am a big fan of this YouTuber, but the thing that I do notice when Tyrone Magnus hates on a certain Marvel film, like Eternals, Captain Marvel, and Ms Marvel, he gets called out for his opinion, which he has the right to have. I'd like to tell you right now, once again, we are entitled to our opinions for certain movies and shows that come out. If we don't have any interests in it at all, we have our rights to show our interests or hate for the project. If we say or show any sign that we do not have interest in it, that doesn't mean we're going to go off on your ass for supporting it. There's a lot of people right now supporting the Ms Marvel show, and I understand that. I understand that completely, and I have no problem against it. But the fact that there is so much toxic people who will get butthurt over a silly trailer reaction that Tyrone Magnus does for Ms Marvel, it's silly. This Twitter user right here hated on, was calling Tyrone Magnus homophobic and toxic for hating the trailer of Ms Marvel. Exact attitude of an SJW. And I've seen so much of that shit on social media, and it's ridiculous. And am I gonna call them out for it? No. But will I expose them for it? Fuck yes, I will. That is what I did with this user, who this user said I needed to get a life. Which is funny though, because he said that I was obsessed because I kept quote tweeting this user's tweets as well, which, yeah, that's because I can't type everything I need to say in one tweet on Twitter, because Twitter has their limits of how many letters that you can use on Twitter, which I believe is stupid. But look, this is Twitter. I'm not going to continue to judge for what rules Twitter is made. I'm all about following the rules on Twitter, and I'm going to be fine with that no matter what. But I told this Twitter user he was obsessed with my post too, because he kept checking them, which, of course, this user kept saying that because you keep quote tweeting him, one thing is to fucking ignore my tweets. It's not hard to ignore my tweets. If you get a notification of my quote tweets, ignore them. This user did not ignore my tweets, but therefore had the balls to continue to go ahead and continue to answer my tweets, calling me obsessive over his quote tweets when he kept tweeting me back. And he kept saying some stupid ass excuses, saying that the Snyderverse ain't gonna be restored. Again, embarrassing himself, because we all know in all accounts that the Snyderverse will be restored, and we have all those answers that we have all seen and patterns we've all seen in front of our very fucking eyes. Those people who say that Snyderverse ain't gonna be restored, they won't pay attention because they don't want to hear it, and they are afraid to be wrong again, which is what's about to happen to them again. They're about to be proven wrong, and they're about to be crying in the corners. I hate to say that, but that's what's going to happen. They're going to be salty for us being right again. But because of this Twitter user saying that the Snyderverse wasn't going to be restored, I decided to call him out on his toxicity for it. Because he called us lunatics when he has the balls to be toxic and call Tyrone Magnus out on his homophobia and toxicity for hating a silly trailer. He blocked me for it. That user blocked me for it. So that's the sincere. So that Twitter user got so annoyed that I kept calling him out on his hypocritical bullshit. So I tell you right now, we have our opinions for a silly trailer. Like Tyrone Magnus said in his video, he'll watch the show no matter how much he prefers to not watch it. He will watch through it even if he's not enjoying it, because again, he wants the knowledge of the show with it being a Marvel Studios show. And there's nothing wrong with that. Of course some of us will keep watching the show for the sake of the MCU knowledge so far that we're getting right now. Just because we have a look of non-amusement for a silly trailer, it's stupid to call them out for homophobia and toxicity over a silly reaction. It's stupid. The people that calls Tyrone Magnus out for the silliest of things over hating Eternals, Captain Marvel, Ms Marvel, that's just SJW attitude right there. That's just SJW attitude right there. Okay. I got through everything that I wanted to address. Thank you guys so much for watching. Are you excited for Ms Marvel? And what do you think of the new powers? Thank you guys so much for watching. And I will always defend Tyrone Magnus because he has his rights for his opinions. Although for the fans calling him out, using toxicity for him hating a certain Marvel Studios project and think that he hates all things Marvel Studios, they are toxic fans and they don't give a shit about Marvel Studios whatsoever. Thank you guys so much for watching. And as always, I will see you guys in my next video. And don't forget, tomorrow, Restore the Snyderverse will be trending during the finalizing and the closing of the merger and the 1-year anniversary of Zack Snyder's Justice League being tomorrow. The Mac Attack, signing out.